So now I would like to invite Dr. Ravi Doshi, who is a chief critical care specialist and pulmonologist in SAMES Indore, and he's heading the department of pulmonary medicine. And I think so in whole MP, or maybe you can say in whole India, I think so he must be having highest experience in looking after the cases of COVID-19. So it's a pleasure to have Dr. Ravi Doshi here, and I will invite Dr. Ravi to share his experience of IVIG in his cases. Dr. Ravi, over to Dr. Ravi.
Very good evening, Saurabh Malviya sir. Thanks for making me a part of this panel discussion. A big welcome to Tanay. Nice to see you after such a long time. Uh, Thank you, Shivantika, for from on behalf of your company. Thanks for including me in this panel discussion. Now, very concisely, sir has presented a sea of information on a product which I think over a period of time, uh, like I remember initially when we were using or thinking about everything, be it tocilizumab or be it IVIG. I think I used to discuss with Saurabh Malviya sir. He used to call and tell कि यार ये क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Why can't we use this? Why can't we give this? Basic your pathology in sepsis is same as what is happening in my rheumatic cases. So we got a lot of strength from what Saurabh sir told us at that time way back in May and June, and we started gathering the courage to use IVIG. Now, Tanay and I go back around, I would say 6, 7 years, and he has spent a good 3 years with me. He knows that in those 3 years, I might never have uttered the word IVIG from my mouth at that point of time. For the chest people, IVIG was something कि यार न्यूरो का कॉल दे दो वही आके करेंगे जो करना है. And even initially, we used IVIG with a lot of suspicion, and we used to involve the neurologist with Malviya sir's consultation. He used to be very kind in consulting us at SAMES for the doses and proper indications of IVIG from Medanta. And we started using IVIG, those very scared, but with our fingers crossed, in the hope कि कुछ तो काम करे कोविड के साइटोकाइन स्टॉर्म में. There was a situation where tosi milta nahi tha. So we had some faith in tocilizumab, and then we came to a situation where tosi used to frequently go out of stock. So we started using IVIG, and once we started using IVIG, we realized the power of IVIG. Sir asked me to share a few cases. I am sure Tanay must also be having a few cases up his sleeve. But, sir, frankly speaking, IVIG has now become a very important and central part of my treatment for COVID 19. Why? Because IVIG, I consider, is a modality which is having a very low side effect profile. The biggest side effect of IVIG, which we see, is hypersensitivity to IVIG, which usually happens in the first half an hour itself. So you very well understand whether we are going to continue with this product or not. Now, coming to a few interesting cases, I would like to begin by sharing my experience in the first difficult case which I used. It was a case of full-blown ARDS. The patient had presented to us on 9th day of COVID positive report. He had come from another medical college and he had received remdesivir, he had received steroids, low molecular weight heparin, and he had also received a bolus of tocilizumab 400 milligram. But sadly speaking, his lungs were absolutely wiped out and he had a very stiff oxygen requirement. FiO2 was 100, on which he was hardly having a saturation of 70%. He was a very bulky gentleman. We used IVIG that was used in the dose of around 25 to 30 grams per day we had used, and we infused it for the first 5 days. And over a period of second day, third day, fourth day, we were able to see a progressive increase in the oxygenation indexes. The PO2 by FiO2 ratio constantly improved to the extent that around 3 4 days after the IVIG pulse, we were able to take him off NIV therapy and maintain him on non-breathing mask. This was the first case which actually gave us a lot of confidence in using IVIG, and then we have used it in several cases. We have used it in COVID-19 pregnant patients who go into cytokine release storm, where we are absolutely scared in giving drugs like remdesivir, tocilizumab. But we have seen that IVIG, when used in several pregnants of the mid trimester, fourth, fifth month, we have had good success rate with them. Although we used in some late cases advanced ARDS in pregnancy, 8th, 9th month, we achieved partial success in the sense that we had good improvement in oxygenation, we had good improvement in fever and marker control, but ultimately those late pregnancy sepsis cases we lost. But I would say IVIG still marks given because it solved the cytokine storm problem. One or two more interesting cases where we used IVIG was patients who were having post-COVID sequelae. Now, one or two patients who came back 1 or 2 weeks after being discharged for COVID-19, they came in a cytokine storm again. And in their previous cytokine storm, they had been given remdesivir, IL-6 inhibitor, steroids, and everything. So this time they came in a very serious fashion, high FiO2 requirement. Again, we were unable to control it with the standard therapy. So we went ahead and we gave them IVIG. And in the second relapse attack and the second cytokine storm, we could achieve a good control with IVIG therapy. The beauty which I found about IVIG therapy, like I'm sure Malviya sir and Tanay must be knowing very well, is we have a sort of stability which we get in the patient once they start receiving the IVIG and responding to the IVIG. Like all therapies of cytokine storm, there is a subset of patients who respond very beautifully to IVIG, but there is a bigger subset of COVID-19 patients who benefit from IVIG to a great extent, though it might not be the treatment of choice in those cases. So I think I would like to just end it at there, sir, that as far as my experience is concerned, with a lot of taboo and lot of suspicion with which people look at tocilizumab, I find IVIG a relatively safe and effective drug to use for cytokine storm.
Dr. Tanay, I think so. Yes, you have beautifully used IVIG, and I agree. This is very safer molecule. Only side effect I think so is a cost of the therapy, which definitely is being reduced in last 5 years down the line. And one beautiful thing which is there with these molecules can be used in pregnancy also. So it's a beautiful molecule, and timing of therapy is important. And when all our armamentarium has gone away, then this can be used, and otherwise we can use it initial also because it's a safer one. So, before discussing, have a discussion and question answer session with both of you and me also, I would like to invite Dr. Tanay to share his experience. Dr. Tanay Joshi, he's a vibrant, brilliant, aggressive chest physician in Medanta Hospital, and he is handling cases like anything beautifully. He's managing patients, and Dr. Tanay is now a big name in Indore. And over to you, Dr. Tanay.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I would like to take a moment to thank Plasmagen Biosciences for managing this meet, Dr. Saurabh sir for this wonderful seminar and this kind introduction, and enlightening us on the immunological aspects of the disease and its management. Lastly, but not, I would like to also pay my gratitude to Dr. Ravi Tosi sir, who is my alma mater, who has taught me respiratory medicine from the baby steps. And till date, I look forward to him for all difficult cases, and he guides me very well. So, from my end, I would just like to say that Dr. Saurabh sir and Ravi sir has beautifully described and told us about this IVIG therapy. And I can't agree more with Ravi sir, where he has told us that this actually gives stability to the patient. When the patient comes to us in a cytokine storm, and we are absolutely puzzled as to from where to begin. Should we go ahead with IL-6 inhibitors, tocilizumab, or other modalities, or we should just increase the doses of steroids? We are absolutely puzzled. Then IVIG is a molecule which actually gives stability to the patient and gives us time to manage him on NIV or ventilator. From my end, I would like to just share two cases wherein I was successfully able to wean off an elderly gentleman He 55 years old gentleman, diabetic, morbidly obese. He presented to us in severe ARDS in cytokine storm. On day 2 of his admission, he was kept on ventilator support, and we had to keep him on ventilator support, and was being managed on the same. We gave him tocilizumab, but the response was suboptimal, and the PaO to FiO2 ratio was not improving. On day 3, day 4 only, I started him on IVIG, and on day second, day third of IVIG, we were able to see a tremendous response wherein his lungs were improving drastically, and we were able to wean him off ventilator successfully and send him back home. Another case was there where this gentleman, he presented to us. He was a known case of myasthenia gravis, and presented to us again in cytokine storm. And I was really scared where how will we be able to manage him considering the respiratory muscle weakness and everything associated with myasthenia gravis. But again, IVIG helped us in that case also. Recently, Dr. Saurabh sir and I have been managing one of my relatives. Dr. Saurabh sir knows her quite well, and we tried IVIG in her, and along with other modalities, and she responded excellent in an excellent way. And today itself, I was able to discharge her from the hospital. So I also feel personally that in moderate to severe ARDS cases, IVIG can be used in moderate to high doses up to 2 gram per kg, and it actually has substantial benefits and helps a lot. Considering the cost issues, cost constraints, wherein it becomes a little bit problem. So it can be used in patients with having more than 30-40% lung involvement, and we can achieve great response with such patients. Over to you, Saurabh sir.
Thanks, Dr. Tanay. Tanay, one more case I would like to share. He is my friend and my neighbor. His lung is being infected 60%, and today is, I think so, day 13 of his illness. And we have given him plasma therapy, convalescent plasma. We have given him infliximab because Toci is not available. Infliximab is another molecule which is showing good response now, and yesterday he was severely desaturated, tachypneic. His oxygen requirement was 15 liters, and his saturation was around 87, 88, and he was totally exhausted. Yesterday I met him, and he said, Saurabh, I couldn't take a turn to side. I cannot drink water. I have no energy at all. And then yesterday we have decided to start him on IVIG. And what today I met him, and with of his own, he has sat on the bed, and he has himself done a video call to one of my friend, and he has talked to his wife. And now, just now, his wife messaged me just now, sir, I'm happy to see my husband, and he's much better today. So that is the magic of this drug, which is the fresh, and we were recommended to use it early, and now in this day 13, day 14 also, this guy is responding. So this is a fresh another case which is this IVIG is being used. So Dr. Ravi and Dr. Tanay, just there are a few questions. Dr. Ravi, are you there?
If I may interrupt, sir.
Yes.
Ravi sir, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here only.
Sir,
Yes.
I mean, as the question answer session begins, I would just want to know one
Sir?
thing, sir. What is your
Okay, could you come again, Tanay? I'm sorry.
Tanay?
Tanay, could you please repeat the question?
I think so there is a technical problem there.
So yeah, my microphone was muted, sir. Sorry,
Yeah.
sir. Before
Yeah.
the question answer session begins, sir, I would just like to ask one question from my end. That what is your take, sir, Ravi sir, on convalescent plasma versus IVIG, and what do you feel when should we start keep the patient on convalescent plasma or IVIG?
Actually, it is a very relevant question. I would feel that advantage with IVIG is or like let's say just simply talk about indications. Convalescent plasma has a role more in mild to moderate ARDS, whereas IVIG has a role in mild, moderate, and severe ARDS, all three together. Uh, one one thing about plasma therapy again is that you have to means it is a process in which you have to find a donor. You have to go collect the blood. The particular compatible donor is to be found, and it takes at times 2 to 3 days also to arrange. But at the same time, IVIG I feel offers the same advantage as plasma almost at at immediately. You just have to go to the shop and start to the pharmacy and start the therapy. So given a head to head between plasma and IVIG, I would give a thumbs up to IVIG.
Thank you.
Well, Tanay, plasma is a different thing, definitely, and it is just 200 ml we are giving, and this IVIG is a pool of IgG, and some components. So that is a different thing, and it is different action. Plasma has something else, but both of them works very well. Dr. Ravi mentioned mild to moderate cases plasma therapy, and what is there which I have found very early within 7 to 8 days. If you use plasma, then it may work. Agree, Dr. Ravi?
Yeah, agreed.
Does it?
Agreed.
Does yeah.
You have to use it early plasma for it to be of some meaning. After in the second week, the role of plasma is the only anti-inflammatory effect. So that you can very well achieve with steroids and your routine therapies also.